All right, we're doing 12 days of holiday baking goodies. 6 tried and true recipes and 6 new recipes. 12 days of holiday goodie baking. Today we're making
Viennese shortbread.
Viennese shortbread.
I'm not from Vienna, so I don't know how they're going to taste.
I think it's called, actually, now that I've reread the recipe, because Vienna sausages are long. And the
That's a terrible comparison.
Well, the recipe calls for you to press them out in your cookie press in long strips. And then it's sandwiched together with a mocha filling, which you're excited about.
Oh yeah, I do like mocha.
So it's a coffee mocha filling in the shortbread. I'm excited about the shortbread, period, because I've been looking for a good shortbread recipe. So Viennese shortbread is our cookie of the day. All right, we are making Viennese shortbread cookies. We are going to start with...
That's a new one.
This is a new one. I'm kind of excited, as delicious as the other shortbread cookies were. And these have a mocha filling. All right.
Love mocha.
I have 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. This other chunk is for later. I have half a teaspoon of vanilla. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to mix that just for a second. And I am using real butter in this, but the recipe does say butter or margarine. I'm just going to get that going just for a second before I add the powdered sugar. And then we're going to add wait, what am I doing? That's flour. That would have been weird. I'm going to add half a cup of powdered sugar. Let's see. I didn't think I measured incorrectly. All right, now this says beat it until it's fluffy. I see that looks pretty fluffy. And the difference between this and the other shortbread is that this one's using powdered sugar instead of regular sugar. Well, the other one had brown sugar as well. That's why it was butterscotch. But we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour now. No, I'm sorry, 2 cups of flour. Going to start out slowly. Now the recipe did say that if this is too thick, you can add a little bit of cream if you're having trouble putting it through the cookie press, which I feel like it'd be a pain in the ass to take it out of the cookie press, put it in the bowl, and then add more.
Mix it.
Let me scrape some of this butter off the sides. That'll probably help incorporate things a little better.
That cookie press looks a lot like a caulking gun.
I had to go out and hunt that down from the garage. That's the second cookie press we've had, and I've actually never used a cookie press before.
You've had one for years.
Yeah, I have. It's just like crumbly. But I can see that I had some butter that wasn't getting mixed in super well, so. I'm actually going to have you if you wouldn't mind grabbing me the cream out of the fridge. I'm going to go ahead and add just a small amount now, since it's obviously very thick. I'm not going to add much, just a teensy bit. And I'm not shaking it like my body wants me to shake the cream. Like my hand wants to do it. There we go, it's coming together. I forgot my apron, now I don't have anything to wipe my hands on. Alright, so I'm just going to clean off my paddle. And we're going to try out this cookie press. It says use the medium star attachment. I'm gonna use the only Starish attachment that I had. There's seriously like at least a dozen or 15 little attachments that I'm just like staring at, oblivious to what they are when I was going through it earlier. But I did practice with it empty to get the hang of how it actually works. Oh, see, I almost knocked the camera over.
There you are.
Alright, so this thing unscrews. Put it all in here. I feel like it would be similar to if you were just using a pastry bag with a specific tip.
Pastry bag wouldn't be able to put cookie dough through it though, could you?
Well, if it was a sturdy enough bag. I actually used a pastry bag for the taquitos I made earlier. It made it so much easier. So all the dough is not going to fit in there. I have my attachment here at the end. This screws back on. And it says to do it on an ungreased cookie sheet and 3-inch long star tip. I'm going to do my first one in the bowl here to... Oh, God. To get the hang of it. Alright, so I'm going to make these in 3-inch long increments. Does that look 3 inches?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to use a knife to cut with a cookie press? I don't know. Now this is weird because you're supposed to sandwich 2 of these together.
I don't know how they're going to fit together.
1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like a cookie press could be a little out of my element situation. Unlike the other cookies that cooked a very long time, these only cook 7 minutes.
That's about average.
So that's all I got before I have to refill.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the other shortbread took 25 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to finish these up. And it says bake 7 minutes at 375. And then we're going to, while these are in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and make our mocha filling.
Full tray. Into the oven they go.
Alright, we're going to make the mocha filling for these Viennese shortbread cookies. I'm going to start off with just 2 tablespoons of softened margarine. I have 2/3 cup of powdered sugar. So this is going to be one of those, holy crap, why did I put this in such a big bowl dealios? And I have 1 teaspoon of instant coffee that we dissolved into 1 teaspoon of boiling water. And as we discussed when we were reading over this...
How'd you get your boiling water?
Yes, I put a giant pan on the stove to boil this with this teaspoon of water.
Dad, Baby Kitty's getting in the pie.
Ah! For not much filling, it's splashing out on me. Smells good. This is just an itty bitty bit of filling. If you're making this recipe, if this turns out good, you're gonna need to double this recipe unless you're making cookies for like 4 people that are just gonna eat like, 2 cookies right then and there.
Yeah, I didn't make that many cookies, especially since you have to sandwich them.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrape this and then put it back. this is all ready to be sandwiched in.
This is beef.
And our cookies over here, Brian is going to reach over and check them because our oven just beeped as well.
Well, I don't know what they're supposed to look like.
Let me see. Oh, those look not done at all. I need a spatula to check the bottom. I can't get to anything in my corner.
Yeah.
Don't put me in a corner! Hot tray. Looking for some hot trays. I see they're gonna need another minute or two.
Alright.
Watch out, Ian. Alright, so we'll come back to those and get those out in a minute. In the meantime, back over to me. I have finished the little bit of mocha filling here. As you can see, it is very little bit. But it does smell very nice like coffee.
We don't have smell-o-vision, I'm sorry.
Alright, so when those are out of the oven and cool, we'll be sandwiching up and tasting them. Alright, I'm moving these over to my cooling rack.
I don't know what the point of using a star tip was. They just got all deflated looking.
Yeah.
And they're very light.
At least the bottom's flattened out that I can sandwich them together.
Yeah, that was the point. I don't know.
I don't know, I feel like there was a big old mess of getting out the cookie press. The fact I had to go hunting down from the garage and everything. And it was a mess. Like, having to wash it and all that for what's going to be the equivalent of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 and a half cookies.
Not even number.
Alright,
Let 'em
so
cool.
leave it cool down. Alright, the Viennese shortbread cookies. They were done. I sandwiched them together with that lovely mocha filling. Now the filling was a little soft, so they're actually starting to like fall apart. But these are very like soft and delicate feeling.
It's a big cookie. It's like it feels like really substantial for a cookie.
It only made 10 cookies. And it was a lot of work.
Not very much, yeah.
So
Can't really share these.
We're not really close.
Mmm. Oh my.
It's good filling.
Oh man. The cookie is so light and flaky.
I want to try it.
You want to try it? It's a coffee flavor. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Come here.
It's not really powerful coffee, which is
Bye-bye.
good.
I don't like coffee.
Did you want to taste a little bit?
No, I don't like coffee.
It's got a little coffee flavor. Come in. Open your mouth. What do you think?
Not bad.
Obviously, a lot of work for 10 cookies, but the fact that they were very delicious.
Okay.
All right, so Viennese shortbread cookies, a success.
You can tell they're shortbread. Get it. Singing this too.
Although I feel like there could have been an easier method than a cookie press.
Yeah, much easier.
All right, so something new.